Hey, Edgars from Funneltopia here, and since we have created our first funnel with our first landing page and thank you page, since we're actually building like these assets, it's good to think about building an element that's going to be in pretty much any page you have. You're going to have website, all the funnels, everything. It's going to be a footer, a global footer, which basically we're just going to have, which you can see on any website. There's basically like a bottom section. It depends website to website what's in it, but we're going to create a really simple one and then we can update it later. Just add some more things. And essentially, it's going to have a privacy policy, a terms and conditions page, and also a contact us form. And basically, we're going to have all that at the bottom just for transparency. Let's say, some social media sites or whatever, if you want to run ads and all that stuff, it's better to just, some of them need this, just like need a custom domain. You also need this. There's some of the things that you just need to kind of get out of the way as the boring stuff, as I call it. But once we create it, it's called a global footer, which means that we can set it up. We can add this element once it's created in like 50 pages. And if we need to make changes, we just land on one of these pages that has it, this element, and we make one change and it makes that same change to all of the 50 elements in all of the pages. That's why it's called a global element. It just makes it so much easier. And also, it's a good thing to set it up now and start adding it as opposed to later once we have 10 funnels. And then we have to go into each funnel, each page, drag it in, keep adding it. Now it's easier. Now we just have a couple of pages. So just might as well get it out of the way. And it's just one kind of a, like a 20-minute process maybe. So maybe a little bit more. We'll see how long the video is. So now the first thing we're going to do, we're going to be setting up the footer itself, which would be something like this. So we will go over here to add elements. We're just going to add a section. Let's just click on it. It gets added to the bottom, right over here. We can change the background color immediately to whatever. Let's make it this for now. We can change it later. Let's make it black on white, or white on black rather. Let's add a row. Let's have just one. Again, we can change it later. And then in that row, let's add an element, which will be a navigation type of element. Let's just find it. Category navigation menu. So let's add it in. There we go. Let's change the color as well to this one, black. Mobile background color, same thing. Let's just make it the same. Let's scroll down. Yep, it's going to be black. And then, obviously, you can't see the wording, so let's change it to white. All right. Bold text color, white. Let's just change it to white. Italic, all this stuff. Let's make it white. Underline, just in case if we use underline. Icon color, I'm just going to make it all white. Hover, we can actually do something different. Let's do yellow. So it's going to be white once we hover over the text. Although, we'll see. Hover text, hover background. Let's make it black. So let's see what it looks like now. It's something different, right? Adds like a nice element to it. So we'll try it out. We can always change it later. And in this case, you can add or remove the logo. And I'm just going to remove it for now, but yeah, just so you know, it's over here. And for the business name, you can go in and change it to something like this, right? Business name. And over here, we're going to change these sections. So it's going to be on this side. Take them all out. Delete. Or we can do, let's just do this. Let's just edit the first one. Terms and conditions. This we will change to after. Submit. About will be policy, right? That's going to be the second. And the third will be contact, or you can also do contact us, which will be a form as well, like one of those forms where you put in your name and email, and there's like another field where they put in all the information, and then you, as the business owner, you'll receive an email notification of this of this email message and who sent it and all that stuff. That's going to be like an extra automation as well to do, but we'll get to that a little bit later. Let's submit. Okay, and now the last thing we want to do is we want to make this whole section. I guess you can kind of change the spacing if you don't like it to be as much, or let's just say, I don't know, we can change up the padding and all that stuff, right? Change this to 0 if you want it to be more narrow. Let's click on it. That's like your own preference. But for now, simple as that. And the last thing you want to do is you want to find a section. You want to save it, the save icon. But you want to name section default footer. You want to add it to global sections. If it's a template, it's just a drag and drop template. Wherever you add it, if you make any edits, it doesn't affect all the other pages where you use this template. If it's a global section, you can, wherever you add it in and make an edit, then it's going to affect all the other pages that has this element. So this one is a vital part for footers and also for navigation bars at the top that you can see on websites. Those are two really common global sections. Let's save it. All right, so that should cover the footer. Let's publish it, and let's go to the other page and add it in there as well. Now we're back at the funnel settings. Let's go to thank you page, and then we're just gonna click on edit. And in this case, we don't have to recreate the thing, right? We're just gonna drag in the global footer, which I'm gonna show you where to find it actually. So we're in the page. As you can see, there's no footer. So what you want to do is you want to go up here to add elements, global sections. I named it default footer, but whatever you name it, drag it in. All good. So it's all here. So for now, yeah, I just created like the footer itself in this video. And the next one will be longer. We're actually going to create these 3 pages, and then we're going to connect it back to this footer. And you're going to be able to see how we, add the links to this footer on one page, and it changes all the footers, right, on all the pages where it is. Nothing complicated. One of these parts is trickier, but the other two just pretty straightforward copy paste stuff. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.